we got to take care of the ball better and continue to find opportunities. They hadn't turned it over. And then when their gimmick plays ran out, I thought we played pretty good defense.
How is it even possible that the NFL season's rolling like this and it's not breaking the entire football world every single day? The chaos is insane, and this time it's Mike Verbal stirring the pot again. The man didn't just drop a hint, he flat out threw shade. And guess who's catching all that heat? None other than Kevin freaking Stefanski.
Hey, but I'm telling you right now, this the real thing. This is the real thing. He called that fool a gimmick coach, I ain't lying.
Vrabel straight up called him a gimmick coach. Like, what? That's wild. And get this, he said it right after that messy showdown between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns on October 26th. That game had everything, except, well, the Browns' offense. Stefanski's squad started hot, sure, moving the ball smooth, mixing the run and pass like a well-oiled machine, even snagging an early touchdown to grab the lead. For a moment, it looked like Cleveland finally had it together. But let's be real, was that really a strong start? Nah, that was just a perfectly rehearsed script. You know, the same opening drive every team drills all week.
Stefanski got to be one of the most hated people in America, bro. I just got to be honest. Everybody in Cleveland wanted to see Kevin Stefanski out of here like last year. They sick of this fool. Not to mention this whole Dylan Gabriel situation need to be unplugged.
Once that script ended, so did the magic. The whole offense just fell apart like they forgot their lines. It's like they read the first page of the playbook and tossed the rest out the window. By the time the second quarter hit, the Browns weren't just losing on the field. They'd already lost the game in their heads. Before Cleveland fans start throwing shade my way, let me make one thing clear. I get it. You were clinging to that early spark like it was the start of a miracle. That first drive had people thinking, yo, maybe this is it. Maybe the Browns are finally waking up. But the sad truth? Hope doesn't win games, strategy does. Smart play calling, consistent execution, and strong drafting decisions win games. Hope's just the emotional snack between heartbreaks, and Cleveland fans have been surviving on that diet for way too long. How can you expect a win when your quarterback looks like he's running out of gas the second the script ends? The Patriots didn't even flinch. They handled the Browns like they were reading the playbook before it was even called.
Dylan Gabriel looked like Dylan Gabriel. His luck finally ran out with the picks. He also gave up a safety. Chris, I've seen enough. I said I've seen enough last week. But if Shedeur can't stay healthy, you're going to get him on the field. Chris, did he work out on the field before the game?
Yeah, tried to get loose and get ready.
How do you get hurt? They won't even let the kid play.
It felt like they knew exactly what was coming next. That's not dominance. That's predictability. And that's the scary part, because once a team becomes predictable, it's like handing your opponent the keys to your house and saying, don't make a mess while you're robbing us. The Browns turned into their own worst enemy. Now let's get into why Mike Vrabel's comment blew up the way it did. Him calling Stefanski a gimmick coach? Yeah, that stung. But it's not like he was lying. It's the kind of statement that cuts deep because it sounds a little too close to the truth. It's the kind of drama everyone pretends to hate but secretly loves. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. You can't look away. And when that instant karma moment hit right after his comment went public, it was pure theater. The Browns became the main act in the league's biggest reality show, and the timing couldn't have been juicier. You could almost feel it. Vrabel had been waiting for this. Every play, every bad call, every stalled drive, it was like he knew this train wreck was coming.
But what Kevin Stefanski is telling all of us straight to our faces is that Dylan Gabriel is his guy, and he will never start Shedeur Sanders.
Yep.
Unless Dylan Gabriel can't play. He might even play Bailey Zappi before he plays Shedeur Sanders. He might go ask the Baltimore Ravens to trade back for Snoop Huntley before he plays Shedeur Sanders. He might even go ask the Bengals to trade Joe Flacco back so he can be the starter before he plays Shedeur Sanders. He might even go to the Raiders and get Kenny Pickett back before he plays Shedeur Sanders. The only way this Cleveland Browns team gets better this season or into next year as if Kevin Stefanski is not there.
When he finally took that shot, it landed perfectly. Stefanski and his crew looked lost. The quarterback looked overwhelmed, and fans were left shaking their heads, wondering how it all fell apart so fast. That humiliation hit hard. The coach's rep took a beating. The QB's confidence dipped, and the fan base straight up heartbroken. But here's the thing. People aren't mad without reason. Stefanski's been making strange choices for a while now. Questionable lineups, weird rotations, and draft calls that have everyone wondering what he's really seeing in practice. So, is the hate towards Stefanski deserved? That depends who you ask. Some fans say he's just misunderstood, others say he's being roasted just the right amount. But this isn't just about one bad game or one unlucky Sunday. It's about a pattern that's been eating away at the Browns for seasons. Stefanski's decisions are starting to feel less like strategy and more like stubborn pride. And no, this isn't some PR stunt for Shedeur Sanders or a hype train for the next QB. This is about accountability. It's about how bad drafting, inconsistent leadership, and one inflated ego are dragging down a team that should be doing so much better. The Browns deserve answers, and until they get them, this fire's not dying anytime soon. The kind of drama that can blow up everything, and I mean everything, including one of the NFL's most hyped-up teams right now. This isn't just some mid-season slump. This is a full-on unraveling, happening right before our eyes. Let's talk Dillon Gabriel. The way he carried himself on the field said a lot, and this isn't some mindless praise piece. Credit where it's due, he came out confident, composed, and ready to prove himself. That first quarter, clean execution. He followed the script perfectly, dropped a sharp touchdown pass, and gave the Browns a 7-3 lead. For a rookie fresh out of college, that's impressive. You could see flashes of potential, his timing, his calm under pressure. It was all there. But the real test in this league doesn't come during those opening scripted drives. It comes when the game goes off script, when defenses start adapting and everything falls on instinct and football IQ.
92 the fan is, they kind of be pushing an agenda. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, their media structure is like weird as hell. It's like one person on the show hates Shedeur, the other person gotta like Shedeur. It seems scripted. I just gotta be honest, bro. This whole narrative in Cleveland, the way y'all media is structured, seem very scripted and whitewashed.
And that's where Gabriel still shows those rookie cracks. He's learning, yes, but learning in the spotlight can be brutal when the expectations are sky high. Now, let's be honest, the real shade isn't about Gabriel struggling, it's about Stefanski, the coach who still doesn't seem to know why his offense keeps collapsing after the first drive. He's the one who keeps doubling down on the same mistakes like he's trying to prove a point instead of win a game. You'd think after all the noise and backlash, he'd change things up, right? But nope, it's like he's locked into autopilot while the team spirals. And then comes the elephant in the room, Shedeur Sanders. This is where things get spicy. Everyone already knows Shedeur's got game. He's talented, sharp, and has the kind of composure you don't teach. It's natural. His leadership lights up the field, and you can't fake that kind of presence. But here's the mystery. Why bench him? Why replace a proven, confident quarterback with a rookie still finding his rhythm? It's not just questionable, it's bizarre. People keep whispering about rotation strategy or developing young talent, but come on, nobody's buying that. This isn't Little League, this is the N.F.L. You don't bench your star unless something deeper is going on. And that's where the conspiracy theories start flying. Is it personal? Is there locker room tension? Did Shedeur challenge Stefanski behind closed doors? Because the timing and logic just don't add up. And please, don't even bring up that injury rumor. That story's dead. Shedeur's clearly fine. He's been showing up, staying sharp, and moving like nothing's wrong. If he were hurt, we'd all see it. But instead, he's sending a quiet message without saying a word. I'm ready, but they won't let me play. That's not injury. That's politics. So now the fans are left wondering, what's really going on inside Cleveland's locker room? Because one thing's for sure, this isn't just about performance anymore. This feels personal. And when personal drama starts bleeding into play calling, that's when everything falls apart. Hurt? Please. They won't even let the kid play. This whole situation is starting to look like more than just a coaching choice. It's starting to look like a full-on mess. The decision raises serious questions about the team's strategy, management's accountability, and the logic behind their quarterback picks. Because honestly, the kind of message this sends to both the players and the fans, it's straight up embarrassing for Cleveland's credibility. And until someone at the top steps up and explains what's really happening, the frustration and wild theories are only going to keep growing louder. So, what's the deal with all this hate towards Stefanski? When you look at these questionable moves, you can't help but wonder, does he have something personal against Shedeur Sanders? Like, why would any coach risk benching a talented young quarterback in his prime for a rookie who's still finding his footing? It doesn't make sense. I'd be the first to defend Stefanski's loyalty if there were no better options available, or if Shedeur was actually hurt, but that's not the case. The truth is, Shedeur's been a standout, poised, focused, and laser sharp on the field. He's shown control, vision, and leadership every single time he's taken the snap. So, when you bench that kind of player, it's not just confusing, it's suspicious. The football world's looking at Cleveland right now, scratching its head, asking the same thing. What's really going on behind those closed doors? Because there's a big difference between sticking to a plan and sabotaging a player's rhythm just to prove a point. And this move, it's got bad call written all over it. That's why fans are fed up, and the noise calling for Stefanski's removal is getting harder to ignore. Only a handful of voices, mostly from 92 The Fan, are still backing him. And even that support feels staged, like someone handed them a script and said, "Read this with confidence." Everything about this feels sanitized, controlled, and painfully fake. And now, all we can do is wait to see what chaos comes next, because I can feel it. Something way spicier is brewing behind the scenes. So if you've been watching this wild saga unfold, make sure you've smashed that like button, dropped a comment with your thoughts on Mike's bold statement, and of course, don't forget to subscribe.